goes. Over here, Viper.
Okay. This is the only thing I'm gonna write on this board, because it's very important, and everything else I say will be verbal and shown to you via the voice, the chat attached to
the satnet.
The chat attached to Satnet. If you guys want to open up Discord and open up that chat attached to Satnet, just have that on standby for after. Meanwhile, I'm gonna write this on the board. Alright. You guys were taught this call during basic. As a radio operator, you're expected to follow and know this call at all times whenever you're making a radio call. So, who here knows this call very well? Alright. What does over mean? Smoke.
You still have more to add.
Yep, and you are what? What are you expecting out of the other person?
A response, or more information.
You are expecting a response back. To put it in very simple terms, over means you're expecting a response back. Viper, what does out mean?
End of conversation.
Yep. Over's the end of the sentence, out is the end of the paragraph. So, with you two, can you please turn to each other and practice, I know this is on the spot, a radio call between each other. So, one of you be Alpha, one of you be Bravo, and practice a radio call using over or out in this formula in its entirety.
Alpha, Bravo. Bravo, this is Alpha. Confirm contacts.
Start it, man.
I've been muted. I've been fucking muted.
It's okay.
I'm Alpha, you're Bravo. Alpha,
Yeah.
this is Bravo. Confirm contacts, 300 meters, northwest. Over.
Bravo. Alpha, this is Bravo. Copy, context. Bravo out.
Okay.
Turn it back, because I stuttered.
So, minor things. As a radio operator, you want to get your call out as soon as possible. This is why, in this area right here, we use who you're talking to first, and then who you are. So, if you're Alpha, Bravo, Alpha. This is to eliminate that that would be here. So, so you get those two words out of the equation, and you can just work around it.
May not seem much, but
Okay.
it saves precious seconds mid-fight.
Yep. Which you may or may not have much of. As a radioman, you're generally in the same position as a combat medic in a fire team, in the middle, so you're protected a lot of the time. But, who knows what type of engagement you can get into. Okay? This formula is very important. Please take a picture of it if you cannot remember it. If you can remember it, just keep it in your head. This is one of the most important things you're going to be doing as a radio operator, other than JTAC.
And you use that a lot even in regular ops, not being necessarily a radio.
Yeah, holy shit, this fucking, oh my god. Fucking
You good?
Google Docs is blinding. I hate Google
Oh,
Docs.
average white team user.
Okay. So, Now, I am going to teach you some basic things. How many of y'all, just raise your right fist if you know the NATO phonetic alphabet? Sorta? Okay. Present in the SATCOM chat is the NATO phonetic alphabet. If you do not know it, that's okay. All you need to do is, when you're listening to it, correlate the first letter of the word with the letter that is being said. So, we use the phonetic alphabet in UHR specifically for fire teams. We have gone all the way down to, I think, Foxtrot in an op. I'm unsure. Or Echo.
Yeah, I think last op was
Stratus
Foxtrot.
2. Negative. Stratus 2, even though we didn't get to do the full op due to EAC being a bitch. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta were used. Those are the most common. So just learn A, B, C, and D, and you should be all good. And then some of them also correlate with call signs, like Saber, when they have a tasking in an op, uses Sierra. And etc. I don't really see any other ones used in op. What's up?
This is just like an operation question for RNC. Don't they use Black Feather, or do they use something else?
RM's Black Feather is recon. We'll
Yeah,
go into call
that's
signs
fine.
later, though. I promise
Okay.
I'll give you I'll show you them. It's a part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, did you post
Now-
the phonetic alphabet? Because I'm not seeing it.
Yes, I did.
In
I
UHR
posted it in the
SatNet.
chat attached to SatNet.
Might be an issue with my Discord then. Alright, I'll look for it in a second.
So if you hover over the VC and you click open chat, you'll be able to see it.
I can send it to you over DMs.
Yeah, please do, because it's not showing up for me at all.
Roger.
All right. So, next, Lee Viper, if you want to continue to send these to him,
Yep.
we have pro words.
Ooh.
Pro words are words that mean something specifically in radio. I'm not asking you to memorize these like the back of your hand or anything like that. I'm just asking you to pretty much just listen to what I'm saying and acknowledge what they mean, and try and use them in the correct manner. So, first pro word, we have affirmative. It can also be sometimes shortened to affirm. I use this a lot. It means I am responding in the affirmative, so you get what the other person's saying, and you're responding to it. Acknowledged means I acknowledge your transmission. Pretty much almost on the same rope as affirmative, except you're not confirming whether you are doing that or not. Roger, it's same line as acknowledge. I understand your transmission. Wilco. Wilco means I understand and I will comply. Next, negative. I am responding in the negative. So that means I will not do what you asked me to do. Oftentimes when negative is stated, another reason is provided. So negative, instead of this, I am doing this. Oftentimes negative is used. Correction means you are correcting incorrect information. Used a lot in JTAC. So if you give a 5-line to a pilot, which we'll be doing later, and the pilot says the 5-line back incorrectly, you will say correction, and then feed them the information that they missed or didn't get correct. Disregard, self-explanatory one. Do not regard my previous transmission. Make it void, null. Break. Break means I have to cease communication. This is if you are getting shot at as a radioman, you start taking contact. Keep in mind, whenever you call break and you end your radio transmission on break, you have to start again from the beginning of your transmission. It is a completely new transmission after you call break. This is to not confuse anyone. Break, break, break. Whenever you hear that on the net, all channels must cease to hear that to clear away for that call because it is an emergency. Stand by or wait 1. This means I cannot respond at this time. Another self-explanatory one. A lot of them are. Say again or state your last. That one's not there, but I say that a lot. Please say your previous transmission again. That's what that means. How copy means, are you receiving my transmission? As follows. Whenever you say as follows or hear as follows, it is basically telling you to copy all information that follows and be prepared to read it back. So, this is another one radio operators use in 5 lines. So, say 5 line as follows, and then boom. That gives a read back. Out copy means all read back all copied information from a transmission. Good copy, information read back is good, and there are no corrections. This is the last one, and the most important one. Please make sure you're paying attention as I say this. Never say repeat when you are asking for a callback on the radio. Repeat is strictly a call for aviation, for JTAC to aviation, and it means repeat last fire mission, and it's just repeat. If you ever say repeat on the radio, that can result in fracture-side and the death of friendly forces, possibly. Or the death of your own pilot, sending them back into an area they can't be in. Never say repeat unless if you are coordinating JTAC and your pilot misses their target. So, never say repeat over the radio unless if you're coordinating a 5 line and you actually need them to do so. Instead of repeat, you actually need them to do so. State your last, anything around that. Just never use that word. Alright. Those are pro words. Any questions on pro words? Just say it. Can't really see right now. Getting the next thing. There we go. I made this more bearable to look at. So, if there are no call signs, if there are no fucking questions, oops, I'm saying that because I'm posting call signs next. We'll move on. So, now we are on to so call signs are what friendly forces use to coordinate what fire team is which, what aircraft are which, etc. So we have our basic call signs here. As you've probably heard in OP before, crossroads is our command element. So you would radio to them if you find intel, etc., anything like that. High command do Crossroads. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, they're all the different squads. They can keep going down to Echo and Foxtrot as well. With squads, you can sometimes have subdivisions of squads, so they can split into 2 fire teams, being Alpha 1, Alpha 2. So they can sometimes split like that. Squad is consisting of 8 people, 2 fire teams. Next, we have Weasel. That is the CAS, fixed wing CAS call sign. So our A-164 wipeout, basically the A-10. Phoenix, Black Wasp, fixed wing air assets. That is our fighter attack aircraft. Spade, our rotary assets. It does not matter if it is a Zulu Viper, a Venom, or a Pawnee. They're all under Spade. Blackfeather is reconnaissance, and Sierra is Saber forces. Should very soon be seeing Saber back getting tasking in operation, so just don't forget about that one. Okay, those are all the call signs. If you're unsure about a call sign at the beginning of an op, please go up to that group of people and ask, or ask the platoon lead, who has helped planned out the op beforehand. Hey, what are each person's call signs? Those signs. Any questions?
Negative.
Alright. Now on to more complex navigational stuff. You guys can go over there, sorry.
Croc, fair warning, by the way, talking about the TGT. The Venom doesn't have a TGT inside the HUD. Just want to make that clear.
What? TGT?
The Venom, fucking targets, doesn't have a map in the Venom.
GRG.
Oh,
Yeah, GRG,
well,
thank you.
that's okay. They won't be... I don't usually teach them GRG for
Okay.
5-line anyway. It's just general location off of
Just wanted to make
eyesight.
sure. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Alright, so, all of you have gone through basic. You're all familiar with how to do GRG. I'm going to teach you a different system called, sorry, I know one of them, I just forgot the other. Subgrids and through grids. Okay, so, start off with the subgrid. Because it's very simple. You guys remember the keypad? I want you to imagine each one of these cells in the keypad can be divided into their own grid. And each one of those cells can be divided into their own grid. And so on and so forth. So, with these subgrids, with each new set of numbers, it makes the GRG callout longer. So with that one, it would turn the usual 6 digits into 8. So it would be X, Y, and then 2 Ks. There you go. So, if I were to mark this one right here in the center of that grid, that would be 07100505. Very simple. I'm not going to make y'all do this, but what I will make you do is through grids. So, through grids are essentially this. I will start off very simple. I will make these more complex though. There you go. I understand it's white on white, but... Anyone have an idea of how to read this out?
You need another pencil.
Viper.
Yeah.
0711 through 0811? Or...
You could simplify it down to that. Perfect. But... What if... Oops. What if I were to give you something like this?
Okay. Ooh, fuck it. 0810 through 0910.
No.
Alright.
So, the trick to this is very simple. All you need to do is do... Whoops, let me do it inside so it's not confusing. Corner grid. Corner grid. Rest fills in. So, you want to give that another shot?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 8, 1, 0. 6, 0, 9, 1, 1, 4.
You mixed the third one for both of them up.
Hmm.
This is 4.
Yeah,
That's 6.
that's 6. Okay.
It goes along left to right, it goes higher.
Okay.
But yes, you are doing it correctly by saying all 6 digits and then saying the through. That through call is very important. Okay. So, smoke, just make sure you're paying attention. And you're good. What is that through grid?
This first one. 0809 through 0811.
There would no be one. There wouldn't be a 1-1 on the keypad. So, and also 09 on the keypad is over here. Or over here.
I was just reading that one. My apologies.
You want to give that one another shot? 'Cause that was a little off.
So 0801 through 08.
Here, I'm gonna use bread. Let's just restart. That one was a
I'm kinda
little.
slow.
It's okay. All right, you're good. There you go. In red, nice and bright.
Oh,
I'll give you a little cheat
Zero-
code here. Remember what I said.
1.25. Oh, 07110. No. 071104 through 0911. Is that 8? No. Through 071107. Or did
You
I
mean
fuck up again?
091107.
Is that not what I
Repeat
said?
that. You said 071107.
Ah, shit.
091107.
It's a lot of
Okay.
numbers.
Can I do it one more time?
What's up?
To
It's
get
a
it
lot of
down?
numbers for a slow man's brain.
Yeah, I was gonna make you do it one more time. Just
Alright.
think about it for a second, Smoke, and I'll come back to you. Alright.
Okay. 0707 8 through 07122 or 02.
Okay. Just make sure when you're saying that keypad, you don't skip that 0.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
So you said 8. Never say just 8.
Yep.
You want to
no.
say both sets. Yeah.
08.
You always want to say 6 digits in total if it's like that. You did a very good thing though at the beginning by pretty much just simplifying these two grids as much as possible. So if it's like that, it's as simple as 0911 through 1011. Because it's the entire grid. Alright, Smoke, your turn again. I will not give you the cheat code this time. You gotta
the numbers
figure it
are a
out.
bit hard for me because I'm slow. Uh, 0809 04 through 1009 07.
Perfect. That's through good. Okay. You can pretty much draw any shape on a GRG with these. If you give it through grid, the crossroads for something that it needs to be given for, they will know what you're talking about. Alright. So, let us move on. Oh my fucking FPS.
FPS are struggling today.
That was really bad. Okay. So, now we are on to the main attraction of this training. Let me see if I wrote this or I pasted it. I wrote it. Okay. I'll write it for you guys. Second thing I'm writing. Sorry I lied earlier. 5 line. We do not have a 9 line because it is not necessary for UHR. This is a UHR 5 line. A lot of the stuff in a 9 line is not necessary for what we do. So, it's called the 5 line because there are 5 lines. But, there's an exception. First thing you want to say to your pilot when you're requesting CAS is whatever your call sign is, whatever the pilot's call sign is, whatever your call sign is, requesting fire mission. Along with requesting armament check. Hold on one second.
For armament check, you can also say cash check-in, which is
Cash
another
check
way
in,
of shorting it
armament
up.
check. Hold on one second. I'm getting a little tired here. I'm gonna have to hand it off to King for your iterations. So you'll be coordinating with him, and I'll be watching you guys. So, hold on one second.
Having issues with FPS, I'm assuming?
Getting tired.
No, I'm just really
Oh.
tired.
Okay.
Apologies.
Oh, you're fine. That's gonna be weird though, iterating for training.
You're already piloting
know.
anyway. I just need you to do that job, and then people pass, people fail, whatever happens.
Yes.
Okay, so you call into the pilot. So call in. Oops. I don't know why I wrote that as one word. CAS munitions check. There we go. Okay. This is always first. This is the first thing. I understand it's a 5-line, but this is before the 5-line, so doesn't count. Okay. The next step is going ahead with the 5-line. So we would call back into the pilot using your radio format earlier. Ugh, holy shit, what a stutter. I give you earlier, and you will say, just say the aircraft's call sign is Spade 2. Spade 2, Alpha 1, 5-line as follows. Then you will start with the 5-line. Starting with target position. I'll be abbreviating a lot of this stuff. This will be either GRG if you have one, or a generalized description of an area that the target is in. Secondly, you will have friendly distance to target or friendly position. Fried, yeah. What I am right now.
You're good.
Friendly pause. Alright. I'm pushing through.
You got
Friendly
it.
position.
You got it, Chief.
Third, target description. What is your target? Is it an MBT? Is it an SPAA? Is it a bunch of infantry? What is it? So, target description. Fourth, ingress, egress. Sometimes with helicopters, especially the Zulu Viper, this is not necessary, especially if they're using the AGM 144, I forget what variant we use, Hellfire, K, 144K. If then, they could just pop up over a ridge, shoot, go back down. They don't have to have an ingress, egress. But if they're using something like their gun, they can also do that. But if they're using something like rockets, they need an ingress, egress. You guys know what ingress, egress means?
Negative.
Negative.
Ingress means where they are coming in from. Egress means where they are going out from. Whenever you're calling in CAS, you never want it to go over your head. So, this is south. This is north. You would not want to call south to north. If you have a target in this direction, you would want to call an east to west or a west to east. Should also take into consideration where the pilot currently is when you're giving this ingress egress, so you don't make them have to do an entire loop around. All right, I gotta go set up east now, even though I was already west. Just think about it and be reasonable when you give one.
Make it as least time consuming as possible for both of you, pretty much.
Ingress, egress. Finally, last part of the 5-line. Remarks. Remarks include what weapon to use, any additional information about the area, say if there are SPAA, evade when needed. I would never send in CAS on an area that has active SAMs in it. If an area has SAMs, the aircraft has to weasel the SAMs out of the area before they can CAS, due to obvious reasons. You can't have CAS with SAMs.
They don't go together too well.
With the type of weapon you are asking your pilot to use, please be reasonable. We shouldn't be trying to 20mm strafe an MBT. You should either be dropping a dumb bomb on it or using a Maverick. Best thing to save Mavericks for is SPAAs. Best thing to save dumb bombs for is MBTs. Best thing to save the 20 mil for is a bunch of light targets. So if there's like a
Infantry
truck
grouped
that needs to
together.
be destroyed, yep, truck, infantry truck, like Rewa kind of has like their MRAP sort of thing. There you go. Remarks. Alright. That's the UHR 5 line. Completed image. Lastly, after this 5 line is complete, how you do this, just let me reiterate on this. The JTAC operator will first say, calling for cast check-in. The pilot then reads them their armament. There's no readback necessary for this. This is just for the JTAC operator to take into consideration, maybe remarks. Nextly, JTAC operator says 5 line as follows: target position, framing position, target description, ingress, egress, remarks. Pilot then reads back target position, friendly position, target description, ingress, egress, remarks. Reads back everything you just said. Doesn't have to be in the same order as long as all the information is there. Something to keep in mind as a JTAC operator, pilot comms are very fast. They do not follow that same RGF format that you guys follow. They're designed to be as quick as possible and as plain English as possible, so they can get the call out there as soon as possible. There's still some of them that stick to the RGF format, but most of the time it's as fast as possible. And sometimes they don't use stuff like over or out. Okay. After your target has been hit, you need to say to the pilot, good effect on target, so they know they hit it. If they did not have a good effect on target and their munition missed, call for repeat. Oftentimes, a repeat, let me use a different marker. A repeat will be the reverse ingress egress that you gave. So if they came in east to west, it will now be west to east. Oops. Alright. So, that's when you use repeat. You did not have a good effect on target. You say negative effect on target, and then use repeat. If the target's too risky, you can pretty much replan it and just tell them to hold the pattern. Okay? Does the 5 line make sense to you? Any questions on the 5 line? You can use your picture as an example. Use your picture of the 5 line as an example, or you're calling it out. Get used to it. Just have it as a list. You can do that during op as well. You can have it with you, and you can look at it to make sure you're getting all the steps down correctly. There's
Especially
nothing
doing
against
some
having
of your
notes
first
up.
op as a radio, because it can be a bit overwhelming mid-fight to do callouts. So I would recommend having that next to you.
Alright. So, are we ready?
I'm good
Hello?
to go.
Honestly, I don't know.
Checking
But I'm
hardware.
willing to try at least.
Sure.
All right. Sweet. Let's go outside. You can follow me. Now, hold on. Wait for smoke. For your iteration, you can choose any target you like. You can blow up that tower. You can blow up, not that tank because it's too close. That truck. Try not to choose any of the tank targets because there's a lot of them. It can be confusing. The town over there, the far part of the range. Think of something and give it to the pilot. I'm not going to tell you a target to strike. You just pick something as the RDO. Oftentimes an op, your TL will tell you, hey, we need CAS on this. Come over here and call it. So, here you go. Alright. Who's gonna go first?
Again.
I'm gonna go grab
There
the
you
helo.
Go get the helo, go get
Can you
everyone.
pilot?
Here's Spade 3, starting off.
Spade 3.
Good copy.
Assuming we gotta set up grids too, right? Well, obviously.
No. You don't have to
No.
use GRG.
Okay. So I'll just give.
You don't have a map, neither does the pilot have a map in their cockpit. So,
So I'll just
GRG
give
is
the
not necessary.
location of.
Bird is in the air.
You get a description of the location. So,
Gotcha.
you say
So something like-
where it is, friendly position to it, what it is.
50 meters,
So,
about
let's say I
100
was gonna
meters
put a
out.
Truck right
Target
there.
description.
I'd say target is due west. of
Infantry
my,
carrier.
due
That's
west. of
Ingress,
my current
egress.
position. Is that a
That's a
truck?
little.
I don't-
That's more than 200. I mean, sorry, that's more than 100. You look down there to the
I'm gonna use
range.
the little trick.
That's 200 meters away from us. So,
Gonna use the little
That's
trick
around 200.
Yusuf taught us.
yeah.
What does
I'd
what does the
say
Huey
maybe
have for armaments?
80. That's what the.
You'll
gas
get that on your
check-in is
CAS
for.
check-in.
Alright, Roger. Alright,
Whenever you're ready.
I'm reviewing it. Target position, friendly position, or nope. Concast, munitions check. So Spade 3, munitions check. Response, target position.
You can just unmute in Discord, and use that.
I'm practicing it right now. Indent hill. Friendly position. 200 meters.
Alpha 1, are you on standby?
200 meters, aprox out.
Alpha, Spade 3, on standby and ready for action.
200 meters east, aprox.
Spade 3, Alpha
Target
1, affirm.
description, light infantry carrier. Ingress, egress. Then now carry through. See what they got there. Egress. South to north. Okay. What's her call? What's her squad call sign?
Alpha.
Alpha 1.
Alpha.
Or just Alpha.
All right. Fuck it. Here we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
Break.
Never want to get on the net and just say break.
Alpha. Alpha to Spade 3. Munitions check.
Alpha, Spade 3, munition goes as follows. Full gun and 36 rockets.
Calling CAS. Target position. Indent upon hill. Friendly position. 200 meters. Aprox. East. Target description. Light infantry carrier. Ingress. Light gun. No remarks. Nope, shit. Disregard previous sentence. Ingress south to north. Remarks light gun run. Over.
Light armored vehicle, 200 meters from friendly, around east position. Ingress north, out, egress south. Requesting light gun run on attack run.
Said anything wrong, correct them.
Good
I believe
copy.
you got the ingress wrong.
Ingress was reversed, yes.
That was reverse jet. Break. Alpha to Spade 3. Munitions check.
Alpha, Spade 3. Munition goes as follows. Full gun and 36 rockets.
Indent upon hilly terrain. Friendly position. 200 meters. Aprox east. Light infantry carrier. Southwest to northeast. Light gun run. Over.
Copy. Light infantry carrier, 200 meters from friendly, east. Ingress southeast, out, egress northwest, I recall.
Correction. Ingress southwest. Ingress northeast.
Did you say ingress twice?
Ingress southeast, egress. Oh fuck. Fucking hell, I'm struggling.
I'm trying.
That's my bad.
Break.
Say again. Sorry.
Break.
Break.
Oh my.
Yeah, I guess that.
My section crash shit.
Fuck.
Okay. I'm gonna give an example, okay? I feel like that'll be the best for both. Sometimes I try and get away with just explaining it because I think it goes a little quicker. But Spade 3, you're on standby.
Spade 3 is on standby, and ready for action.
Affirm. Spade 3, Alpha 1. Calling in cast check-in. Over.
Alpha, this is Spade 3. Cast checking goes as follows. Full gun run available and 36 rockets.
Spade 3, Alpha, affirm. 5 line as follows. Ooh. Target position 200 meters west of the gun range. ×1. Oh. Hold. Friendly position from target 200 meters to the east. ×1 Reeland infantry truck. Ingress south. Egress north. Recommended weapon rockets. Over.
Target location. West of gun range, 200 meters from friendlies. Light armored vehicle, light armored infantry vehicle. Recommended weapon rockets. Ingress south, egress north.
Spade 3, correction. Target description, Reeland infantry truck. 8 wheels. Over.
Infantry vehicle, 8-wheeled, 200 meters from friendlies to the east. Enemy target is at the west of gun range. Ingress south, egress north.
Spade 3, Alpha 1, affirm. Good guns hot. Over. Spade 3, Alpha 1, good effect on target. Over.
Good copy. Spade 3's on standby.
Got it. Don't overthink
Would you
it.
like to give it another shot, or would you like smoke to go?
Might as well keep trying.
Pick another target.
Roger. Is that? Civilian.
Semi-truck.
Civilian semi-truck.
It's a military use one, don't worry.
Alright.
You said we could pick any target, right?
Start position.
I'm blowing up then.
Whatever you want.
Alpha 1 to Spade 3. Munitions check.
Alpha 1, Spade 3. Munition goes as follows. Full guns and 26 rockets.
Five line is as follows. Target position is west of gun range. Friendly position. 200 meters, approx. Southeast of the designated target. Military use semi-truck. 4 wheels. Southwest to north. Suggest light gun run. Over.
Target, semi-truck, 4-wheeled, 200 meters approx, west side of the gun range from friendlies. Ingress is gonna be, oh god. South to north. Recommendation, gun run.
Good copy, you're good to go. The
Good
ingress
copy, guns hot.
doesn't have a real effect on us, so. But it should be specified next time around.
Make sure you are saying ingress and
Alright.
egress as you're saying them.
Alright.
Just saying southwest to north. Not all pilots might get that.
Roger.
Some.
Your call.
Alpha 1 to Spade 3, repeat.
Over.
Good copy, repeat.
Over. Fuck. He didn't hit on my screen.
No, you didn't hit it on my screen either. You
Alright.
just didn't hit it. You need to repeat, and he's gonna go repeat. Simple as that.
Damn.
First initial burst was a good effect.
Alpha 1 to Spade 3, good effect on target, out.
Good copy. Spade 3's on standby.
Luckily all this is being recorded.
What happened to my SATCOM, dude? Shit broke.
StatCom check. StatCom check.
Good check.
Alright, let me see. This is about southeast of gun range. I'd say.
Spade 3, Alpha 1, RTB, rearm refuel, over.
Good copy. Spade 3's back to base.
I'd say approximately 100 meters from the positions.
Spade 3, Alpha 1, advise when back up and ready for gas, over.
Good copy. We'll be ready and back up in the air as soon as possible.
Yeah, Bionic, would you agree that that tower is about 100 meters from the 180 from the gun range?
No.
No. Lower?
If those targets are 200 meters from us, that's about 200 meters from us.
Yeah, about 200. Approximate 200 meters. That's south. East of the gun range. 200 meters. Friendly positions are northwest.
It's just straight
Let's
south
do-
of the gun range.
Yeah, south. Friendly positions are currently northwest. Let's do egress.
Alpha, this is Spade 3. We're back on standby and ready for action.
Egress east to west? Or would that be putting us in danger?
Spade 3, Alpha, A firm. Standby. Over.
That would not put us in danger now. Okay. Take a look at the notes here.
While
Let me
he's
close
doing
my door.
that,
My kids, my brother-
any recommendations?
Oh. King, if you crashed, I can take it.
I'm here. I'm good.
You disconnected.
Oh. I did not realize that. I can reconnect ASAP.
Yes.
Just make sure it's push to talk, not push to think. So, whenever you get on radio, make sure you know what you're gonna say. As well as there's some etiquette stuff, here and there.
Roger, I'll get my notebook real quick. I'll finish that up.
I am back in the world. Gonna get back into Hilo. Spade 3 is on standby and hopefully not crashing this time.
Come on, work.
Work. Spade 3, this is Alpha calling for cash check-in.
Check-in.
Alpha, this is Spade 3. Cash checking goes as follows. Full gun and 36 rockets.
Oh my god, I gotta stand up.
Good copy. 5 line as follows. Target is directly south, approximately 200 meters away from the gun range. Friendly position is north of the target. Wait one.
I said that's 200 meters from us, by the way. It'd be about 400 from the gun range.
Oh, 400 from the gun range, copy. Did I just restart that entire thing?
Yep.
Spade 3, this is Alpha, break. Restarting line.
Just restart the whole thing.
Okay. Alright, let me lock in. So, that would be about 400 from the gun range, right? That's south. We are
Worry
north
about
of the target.
describing the area. Plus about this.
Describing the area. So, what would I say? Like, surrounded by trees. Target description: large green tower. Okay.
Directly south of the gun range.
Spade 3, this is Alpha calling for cash check-in. Over.
Spade 3 to Alpha. Cash checking goes as follows. Full gun and 35 rockets.
Good copy. Target as follows. Target is approximately 400 meters south of the gun range. Friendly position approximately 200 meters away from target. Target description: surrounded by tree lines. Target is a large green tower. Recommend hitting it with rockets. Egress, ingress from east to west. How copy?
Over.
Target, Green Tower, 200 meters from friendlies, 400 meters from firing range. Use of rockets. Ingress east, egress west.
Come on. A firm. Wait.
Standby. Was that egress reversed or am I tweaking?
No,
No.
you just hit the wrong word.
A firm. You are weapons free. Out.
Weapons hot.
Do you ever feel there's something wrong with a caller or he's approaching the wrong target? The call you would give is wave off. You,
Gotcha.
over the radio, would just say wave off, wave off, wave off.
Gotcha.
Spade 3 Alpha. Good effect on target.
You copy. Spade 3 on standby.
Good job. Back to you, Viper.
Roger. 400. 200, 400, 600. 600 aprox? Would you want to back me up on that, Cryoke? Warehouse to our southwest, about 600 meters out.
From this tower or from the range?
From the range, about 600 meters out.
If this was
That
about
is not a warehouse.
4, I would
That is a that's a
would think
kill
way
house.
more
But
than-
yeah, call it a warehouse. You know what's in it.
If this was 4, I think that'd be more than 6.
Yep. 400. If this was 400 from the gun range, this would probably be about 800 from the gun range.
Yeah, something like
If you want to keep using the gun range as a reference, you could also use the target you previously just striked as a reference.
Previous
So
And
that's
you
about
could just say
400.
southwest from the target,
previous target.
400 meters southwest from the target you just striked.
Southwest from
There you
target.
go.
Roger.
Southwest from target.
Previous
Meters
target.
Southwest from target. Previous
Previous
target.
Previous
target.
target.
Gotcha.
Here we go. Alpha 1 to Spade 3. Munitions check.
Cash check-in goes as follows. Full gun and 21 rockets.
Good copy. Target position, or... Wait one. 5 line is as follows. Target, previous target, 400 meters southwest from previous target. Friendlies, 800 meters out north of target. Description is of a large warehouse building. Ingress from the east, egress to the west. Suggesting rocket run. Over.
Large warehouse building, 800 meters from friendlies. 400 meters about from last target. Ingress east, egress west, recommendation rockets.
Hit that motherfucker.
Good copy, weapons hot. Out.
I think my ear. I gotta use my AirPods, and I think that this bitch about to die. Let me switch it real
So,
quick.
I just don't see how your math is adding up here.
I was never good at that.
If that's 400 meters from the... So, from the distance to the tower to the range, that's 400 meters.
No.
From the distance to there to the warehouse. That's good effect, by the way.
Spade 3, good effect on target. Off 1 out.
Good copy. Spade 3 on standby.
Fuck, that was happening.
Okay, so that's 400 meters from the gun range, and that warehouse is 400 meters from the tower, and we're right here in the middle of the tower and the gun range. How many meters would that make us from the target?
Oh, fuck, math. Fuck.
Math fucking blows.
700 meters? No. 200.
You were off by a 3-digit number.
3-digit. Okay. Okay. So
Very,
that was
the very minimum 3-digit number, by the way.
if that was 200, then 200, 200, 200. So 60.
How many meters are we?
60 meters out.
How many meters are? You're telling me that's 60 meters away?
No, 600. Fuck. 600 meters.
There you go. 600 meters. Perfect.
Okay. Oh.
600 meters from the target. Okay. So, do you want to go again, Smoke? I think you did fine on your first one.
I do. I want to go again. If it comes up.
If Viper wants to go again, he can go ahead. And then if I feel like I need to go again, I'll go after him again.
Okay, well, both of you are going again if
Yeah.
one person
So
is,
just you go smoke.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and do it then. I'm just gonna strike the fucking light infantry truck. That was what? Approximately
Pick a different
200
target.
away from the gun range?
Different
Pick a
target.
different target.
Damn it.
You can walk over here if you want. Come here. Could be civilians in the village. Oh no.
We'll do the paperwork later. I'm trolling. No war crimes allowed in the UHR.
Not for infantry.
Good point. Good point. Let's see. Target description: small white house surrounded by trees.
Unidentified distance.
South end of the village. Let's say that's approximately.
Unidentified distance.
If the fucking tower was
So if
400
that goes
from
dips
the gun
under.
range, I would say 6, 5.
I'm
500?
gonna give it to you straight. That's 200 meters from us.
200. Thank you. I fucking suck at math. So 200.
Maybe
meters
you're
from the
around
gun range.
175, but you can just rough it up to 200.
200 meters from the gun range, which is about, what's that, like, east? East of the gun range, 200 meters. I don't know, we'll see. Alright.
Spade 3 Alpha calling for cash check-in. Over.
Cash checking goes as follows. Full gun and 13 rockets.
Good copy. Wait.
Spade, make sure to say over after you're done with your 5 line as well as your cast check-in.
Good
Just try
copy.
to.
200 meters from gun range to the west. Let's do this. South.
Spade 3 Alpha. Target is approximately 200 meters east of the gun range. Friendly position is approximately 100 meters from the gun range. Target description: small white house on the south end of the villa, surrounded by a plethora of trees. Recommend egress from ingress from the north end, egress out of the south end. Recommend small gun run Over.
Target description: small white house with red roof. 200 meters from friendly position. Friendly being 100 meters from gun range. Recommendation is gun run. Ingress north, out egress south. Over.
Correction, small white house has a great roof.
Target description: small gray house with a gray roof. Around 400 meters from friendlies. Friendlies being 100 meters from gun range. Recommendation: gun run. Ingress north, egress south. Over.
All good. All good. Spade 3, you are cleared for gun run.
Guns hot.
50 meters from original target. 600 meters. Large white iron. Large white. Ingress. Ingress east.
Spade 3, that's a good effect on target.
West.
You copy. Spade 3 is on standby. Over.
Viper, your turn. Get
Roger.
wrapped up.
Alpha 1 to Spade 3. Munitions check.
Munition goes as follows. About full gun run and 13 rockets left. Over.
Roger. Target position 600 meters from friendly position. Friendly position 50 meters from gun range. Large white, presumably radar dome. Ingress east, egress west. Suggesting rocket run. Over.
Target description: large radar dome. 800 meters from friendlies. Friendlies being 50 meters from gun range. Ingress east, egress west. Recommending rocket run. Over.
Good copy. Guns are hot. Over. Spade 3, good effect on target. Alpha 1 out.
You copy. Spade 3 is on standby.
Let me send him back.
Speed 3, Alpha 1, request landing front of gun range. Over.
Landing front of gun range. Out.
Okay.
Did good. Did good. Pick up.